Yes, dearest friends, one more day we are together to learn one more shloka of Bhagavad Gita and add to our feather of information some more beautiful new things, making that information into knowledge through practice, making it our habit and habitually being wise and getting being wise, getting the benefit of being wise is in our hands. The gurus can only help us in giving us the right way of living or the guidance or direction. Listening to that, convinced about it, practicing it always is in our hands only. Unfortunately, they can't do anything for us other than telling us. If that was possible with their love and compassion long back, they would have done it. They don't need for us even to ask because of their kindness and compassion. So, without their knowledge giving to us, we can't know. And even after knowing, without ourselves doing, we can't grow. So, know by listening from them and grow by doing by yourself. So we have our that way respects to you, gratitudes to you for giving chance to talk. Same time, congratulations for you that for being regular. So to appreciations and wishes and prayers that these informations, knowledges become so thorough in you that you are fully aware of it, convinced of it, committed to practice it, and have all the strength and courage to practice and get the beautiful benefits that are promised. So we can try that. Like every day, today too, we'll have three topics to discuss. The first one is the learning of Hanuman Chalisa Chopais along with the meaning, followed by our mm, common sense thought for the day. Then we will have our Geetha to be learned. In Geetha today, continuation of yesterday's thing, Arjuna expresses his doubt, being very chanchala, unsteady. It is difficult to control mind. Forget about coming to the level of Samya Avastha, of seeing God or seeing myself in everybody. And then Sukha Dukha mein Samarahena. So he says very difficult it is. चंचलम में माना कृष्ण प्रमाति बलवत दृढ़म प्रमाति भी है बलवान भी है बहुत दृढ़ है चंचल है तस्य निग्रहम वायो हो वसु दुष्करम वायु से भी मुश्किल है मन को कंट्रोल करना to these true natural everybody's problem Bhagavan Krishna gave solution that through abhyasa and vairagya we can control the mind, we can do yoga with the mind. With the yoga state reached mind, we can apply it in the self discovery. Having seen the self, same self is seen everywhere. That is called Samyavastha. After that, your Sukha Dukkha, my Sukha Dukkha, and whole universe's Sukha Dukkha are same. Therefore, universally he will try to remove the Dukkha of the entire universe, and universally he will give the Sukha by doing what best he can do. Therefore, all the rishis, munis, not limited to some time, place, or beings. They are universal in their outlook and approach. And that is what is Vidya given in the educational institutions. That's why they are called Vishwavidyalayas, universities. विश्व को दुख से मुक्त करना, विश्व को सुख शांति देना, उसके लिए जो ज्ञान चाहिए जहाँ दिया जाता है उसको विश्वविद्यालय कहते हैं. See, Nalanda Vishwavidyalaya, Takshashila Vishwavidyalaya. We had all beautiful Kashi Vishwavidyalaya. They are all Vijayanagara removed or destroyed by these people. Anyway, just my idea is this is how the Prashna and the Uttara. Bhagavan very vehement. He says, Beta, without these two, you are true. That mind cannot be brought into yoga, mind cannot be applied to know the self, mind cannot be discovered the self. Without self discovery, the Samya Avastha will not come. Without the Sama Avastha, you will not be free from your miseries. Therefore, practice these two and make become a yogi. This is what will be today's 35th shloka or 36th. We will see. Okay. So these are the things for us today. Let us keep studying, chanting them. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today in Hanuman Chalisa, we'll see two dohas, chopais, very beautiful they are. Okay, very, very interesting, very, very important, very, very powerful to be chanted every day. That is number 25 or 26, 25, 26. Before that, let's spend 3-4 minutes to just chant what we have done so far. Ovata Shri Goswami Tulasi Dasa Virachita Shri Hanuman Chalisa Siddha Grantham Parayanam Om Atha Doha Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhari Varanau Raghuvara Vimala Jasu जोदायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार. चौपाई. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपी सतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र अर ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहीं सकहीं कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण मान लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जान जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जल दिलांगी गए अचर जनाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे हो तन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपै तीनों लोक हांकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावै. After this we saw today the two chopais are very good, very beautiful. You need it. These two shlokas, if you chant in some lakhs of time, you get Hanumanji's Krupa Shakti. With that, for you and for others also, you can do the benefit. And what's the benefit? That we'll see it. He says, Nasai Roga. All the rogas will be removed. Harai Sabapira. All the pains, etc., will be removed. Japata Nirantara. If one does the Japa Nirantara Rupena, Hanumata Veera of Sri Hanumanji. So any name of Hanumanji, especially Hanumat Viraya or Mahaviraya Nama, when we all the time we chant by Hanuman's powerful grace, all the difficult rogas also go away, and all the pida, the pains also go away. So Nasai Roga Hare Samapira Javata Nirantara Hanumata Vira. To see Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha, Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha. To chant this Chaupai and chant this Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha, you can see by Hanuman's grace those diseases, smaller, bigger one, they go away, and the pain. And you all know the discomforts when we have the diseases. And those diseases give such an amount of terrible pain, we cannot even do anything at that time. We cannot do any good work, noble work, our duties. Not even food you can have, not even proper talking you can do to anyone, not even have a proper sleep. One of the bhayankara dukkha for the manusha is sharirika roga, because of the pida. When the stomach ache happens, the headache happens. The other day somebody said, too much headache. I said, congratulations. What are you saying? I said, it proves that you have a head. Very nice. So when the knee pains are there, calf muscle pains are there, each one diseases, bones में pain होता है, arthritis कहते हैं, and back pain is so terrible. Pains in the stomach, the kidney वाला pain वगैरह, कितने सारे कान में, नाक में, एक दांत में भी दर्द हो जाए, then the naraka only it is. You can't eat food, drink anything, and then you go to the doctor. Then he will give one slap so that all the 20, 32 come out, or he will take that and खींच लो. Do you understand? शरीर के पीड़ाएं, रोग कितने होते हैं. You being youngsters up to the age of 35, 40 ना, तुमको लगता है सब ठीक ठाक है, क्योंकि यंग बॉडी खूब खाना खा रहे हो, सब मजा मजा. But then slowly start one by one. Is it not? Even at this age, when you eat a wrong food, how much the stomach upset, food poisoning, and you suffer? Is it not the problem of the oldies? देखो, है ना, about 60 के बाद pain here, pain there, pain everywhere, pain here, pain there, pain everywhere, everything pain only. एक खत्म हो गया तो दूसरा, दूसरा हो गया तीसरा. So much that old age. That also indisciplined food, not doing proper exercises, not caring the body, not putting the limitations in so many things, pain. ज़्यादातर तो इस तरह होते हैं. Prarabdha brings 10, 20, 30% pain. Remaining 70 are self-created in this life because of indiscipline and our lifestyle, not caring the body. So it's a big subject. You are more familiar in these things than me. But what we can study is हनुमान जी की कृपा, रोग विमुक्ति हो जाएगा, दुख विमुक्ति भी हो जाएगा, पीड़ा. So tell anyone who comes to you with disease and pain to chant this mantra and then Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha as many as times. ये तो अब सबसे पहले करना. From last 185 days, every day I am giving you one mantra to chant. And telling you to do it for 1 lakh or 1080, 1080 बार. ये तो शुरू कर ही दो आप उसको. Mantra is 1080, that total jaupai, but the Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha, do it for some, whatever, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, then it will help you a lot. Hanumanji will be there. And see, among all the devatas, Hanumanji and Ganapati become Shighra Prasanna, and they give darshana also. They even fulfill our demands, our desires, and free us from all the dukkha. और इन दोनों में से भी हनुमान जी जल्दी प्रसन्न होते. Because if we call Hanuman ji, if he doesn't come, we go to Rama. Hanuman ji doesn't want us to disturb Ram ji. So therefore he immediately comes. बताओ तो क्या है? Like the father is sleeping, the child is shouting, mother कभी चिल्ला मत, पापा सो रहे, बताओ तेरे को क्या चाहिए. In the same way, गणपति भी वही है. अगर इनकी बात नहीं सुने तो पापा शिव जी के पास लोग जाके उनको डिस्टर्ब करेंगे. He is sitting in meditation. Therefore people will disturb him. Better I'll fulfill what you want. शीघ्र अनुग्रह कारिण में ये दो लोग देवता लोग हैं, गणपति एंड हनुमान, फॉर दिस रीजन. एंड इफ यू डोंट गो टू गणपति, go directly to Shiva. He will give more Shigra because he's Ashutosh. Yeah, keeping all that. First, believe Hanumanji is there, believe Ganapati is there, believe Shivaji is there, believe Bhagwan Rama is there. They listen to our prayer, they answer it. पहले इन चीजों में दृढ़ हो जाओ. Then in advance only keep on praying so that these two problems of roga and pida never trouble us much. And you all know, as just now said, when there's disease and pain, you can't eat food properly, you can't sleep, you can't talk to anyone, you can't go for any entertainment, you can't do your puja, upasana, japa, you can't come to class, you can't go to your naukri. Everything gets disturbed only with one physical disease. तो हनुमान जी नासई रोग हरई सब पीरा, सब रोग नासई सब पीरा हरई. He will remove all diseases, he removes all the, destroys all the symptoms, the pains. Okay, this is physical. So too, we have all manasika roga also. According to our Shastra, this kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, they are हमको जलाने वाले अग्नियां भी हैं, हमको नाश तबाह करने वाले शत्रु भी हैं, हमें दुख देने वाले रोग भी है. So manasika agnis, manasika roga, manasika shatru are all these durgunas. So these rogas of kama, krodadi, lobha, moha, adi, mada, matsarya, irsha, dvesha, asuya, not one, not two. So many manasika rogas we have, because of which we behave in a roga rupa and we get kicked by the world and then we suffer. How many times with anger we did wrong thing and felt regrets and guilt in our mind. अगर वो भी नहीं कर रहे तो यू आर लाइक ए पत्थर ओनली, यू आर ए राक्षस. गलत करके भी महसूस नहीं करेगा, गिल्ट नहीं फील करेगा, इज नॉट ह्यूमन. द हायर ह्यूमन नेवर डज मिस्टेक. Ordinary human does mistake but realizes it, feels bad and corrects, tries to correct it, rectify it. The one who does mistakes and never realizes, goes on justifying, is a rakshasa in the human form. I'm just telling an example. Therefore, how many times because of manasika roga, we troubled others and we suffered ourselves. Attachment. You being youngsters, some stupid fellow or the felly, you fall in attachment. Bewakufi number one. And they go 24 घंटे looking the phone. और that boy or girl अब मैसेज नहीं कर रहे, फोन नहीं कर रहे, पता नहीं. And everybody not like a dog or donkey run behind attachments and get kicked and say that's how you kick में मजा आता है. Again, don't say that. These things you make it natural. You say यंग एज में नहीं तो कब करेंगे ये. अरे यंग एज में नहीं तो कब करोगे फिर ये पढ़ाई भी, ये तरक्की भी, ये अपना बेस बनाना भी. Whoever tells that it is a young age for us to enjoy, he is a पक्का नंबर बेवकूफ मूर्ख है वो. Don't listen to that cheat. This is the age where energies, everything is so perfect that you can become such a talented, resourceful person for your own achievements and everybody. यंग एज में एंजॉय करना, यंग एज में नहीं, एंगेज में एक ही एंगेजमेंट होना है और कुछ नहीं होना. But we are somewhere attached and so much dukha to the things, to the beings, to the experiences. Is it not? I'm just telling the roga called as attachment. Manasika roga. Roga called as desire. Roga anger. Roga called as jealousy. Huh? Roga of wanting to take revenge, hating others. Roga of wanting others to get destroyed. भाव रोग कहते हैं इसको, मानसिक रोग. And the one who recognizes he is suffering with his inner rogas and wants to get out of that, he is a cutest fellow. He'll be helped by Hanumanji if he chants Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha. So let us do now only while chanting Hanumanji. These are my Sharirika Roga, these are my Manasika Roga. Bauddhika Roga is misunderstanding everything. Roga at Indriya level is slave to the objects of the world. प्लीज नाश करो उसका, एंड उसके कारण जो पीड़ा हो रहा है उसका हरण करो. So the medicines remove the pain, that is called as symptomatic relief. Pain relief, they also remove the disease, that is a therapeutic. Hanumanji's nama Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha is a pain remover killer as well as disease remover killer. That's how Nasai Roga Harai Sabapira Japata Nirantara Hanumata Bira. So keep on chanting Om Sri Hanumate Namaha, Om Sri Mahaviraya Namaha, Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha. I to chant Om Sri Hanumat Viraya Namaha. मेगा तुलसीदास जी ने ऐसा ही लिखा. Javata Nirantara Hanumat Veera. So Hanumat Veeraya Namaha. This is one chaupai. Essence is what? If continuously we are in the chant of Hanumanji's Nama, Hanumanji being the divine with all his powers, like he saved Lakshmana Swami and all, he will see to it that our physical and psychological roga, pain, he will remove and make us healthy and strong and relaxed at these two levels with which we can conduct in our life for our own achievements of our goals. Just like physical रोग so to in the मानसिक रोग है. That's what no attachment with somebody. खाना ठीक नहीं हजम होता, खाते ही नहीं. Cricket में you are not enjoying the IPL. You are not able to talk to anybody at home, nor you are able to observe your opportunities and encash them, nor any नौकरी given you do properly. Out of इतना out of track हो जाते बंदा because of मानसिक रोगास like attachment है ना. Why should you suffer यार? लिए हम बिंदास वाला ऐसा जिंदगी जो किसी का गुलाम नहीं बनना. हाँ, किसी वस्तु व्यक्ति का. So to our own minds, thoughts, whims, fancies, fantasies and desires of that, don't become a victim. Be a person of noble aims and visions. Work towards them. That's it. Don't compromise with it. Don't just say that नहीं 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 मेरे से नहीं हो सकता, या मैं ऐसा बंदा वैसा बंदा हूँ. ये तो मेरे को शर्म आता है. बेशर्म. डूइंग बैड थिंग शर्म आना चाहिए. हाउ कैन यू फील आई एम. शर्म आता है गीता पढ़ने में, शर्म आता है डिटैचमेंट में, अच्छा बंदा बनने में मुझे शर्म आता है. सो बेशर्म है ना. We used to have an NCC officer. वे ऊपर से आते, सावधान. He used to say then all. Then immediately Besharam he used to say. We all used to laugh. He wants to say Vishram. So he can't say Besharam. So you can't be Sharam wala either. You have to be Besharam only. Hey, मेरे को शर्म आता है. How can he be a good person? How can not have like an ordinary youngsters all the nonsenses? Don't justify that. Youngster means very healthy physically without any physical diseases, very healthy mentally without any mental disease, very healthy intellectually with a perfect, beautifully visualized goal for himself and the world, and is intelligent to gather all resources with full guidance received from Geetha and others, and continuously is following it, and one after the others achievements much before he becomes old only. He has achieved and shown and given to the world, and then living a relaxed life of divine pursuit after the age of 50, 55. That is how the youngster should be. Up to the age of 22, learning. Up to the age of 60, the 28, 38 years, serving the world. Remaining 40, 50 years in that spirit. That is the life should be lived. Not that that fellow doing that negative, therefore I shall also do. This fellow doing this one, I'll do. Don't get, especially when you go away from parents into hostels and colleges. He's smoking, I'll do. He's drinking, I do. He's sitting on a tree, I'll sit another on a tree. He's just wasting time with others. Maybe gappe marunga. Don't you have तुम्हारा दिमाग? Don't you have your own thinking and goal? And this careless thought, I'm saying, youngsters, we want to enjoy, what is there in study? That means the devil, your mind, is misguiding you and destroying you. All those great contributors who are only 1% of the world, if they would have thought like that, they also would have become like you, the consumers, without contributing or producing. It is 99% who Beokus only consumers, 1% only the contributors and creators. वो लोग भी ऐसा बन जाए मानो हमारे तरह आवारा कुछ किए ना, कुछ टाइम वेस्ट करते गए. Will the world progress? बताओ, in any field. Or I am youngster, I have to be given freedom, I'll be licentious. These are rank negativities. Never allow them. I'm talking all this from the standpoint of Manasika Roga. Because Nasai Roga, not only physical, but the mental also. We should not have the Roga or Pida, with which not only we are discomfortable, but we are also not able to do our own duties. While talking that, when we talk about Manasika Roga, I'm talking about all these youth related arrogances, attachments, and then carelessness, etc., by which we destroy our life. Or nahi hona chahiye. Recognize them if they are there. Then take the help of Hanumanji. Hey Hanuman, I'm chanting your name. Om Sri Hanumadviraya Namaha. Om Sri Hanumadviraya Namaha. Please remove this rogue of laziness and remove the pain of the guilt. Remove the rogue of the lust and passion and remove the pain of dependency. Remove this rogue of eating like glutton and remove the pain of overeating. So like that, रोग को दुख को ये हनुमान जी निकालो, मानसिक as well as शारीरिक. Okay, nasai roga harai sabapira. When will it happen? Japata nirantar hanumata bira. Remember, whenever any place you read the word japa, means one mantra repeatedly chanted with the meaning of that in the mind kept, and to whichever the God you are addressing that mantra through, that mantra you are putting your request in front of him. Like example, Om Shri Hanumate Namaha or Om Shri Hanumadviraya Namaha. मैं chant कर रहा हूँ. That meaning I must know. I am saluting Hanumanji who is Veera. Then the purpose of what? What is the mantra saying here? हनुमान जी removes the roga, नाश करेगा रोगों का, पीड़ा का हरण करेगा. Therefore that bhava, हनुमान जी, I am chanting your name, through your name, I am saluting you and I am asking you, please do the rash of all my manasika, sharirika roga as well as pida and give me health and comfort. This is called doing japa. Japata nirantara hanumata vira. Nirantara means unbroken. So first you do 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, then slowly increase it, then come to a stage where wherever, even 2 minutes time is there, you are taking the name of the Lord. At a higher stage, inside the name of Lord is going on happening. Outside you are doing the work required, which requires only your 20, 30, maximum 50% of attention. Your works in the world are not so big that 100% you have to attend. 50% काफी है. But driving, etc., be careful. There you have to be 100%. The remaining time in the mind you can keep chanting Hanumanji's name. So have the name chanted in the mouth, have the meaning of the sentence, and remember Hanumanji's glory and put in front of him the prayers what you want. So हनुमान जी का रूप ध्यान किया. Om Sri Hanuman Veeraya Namaha. You are uttering that mantra repeatedly as japa. It is called as japa. Then through that mantra you are feeling, I am saluting to Sri Hanuman Veera. Fourth one, what are you asking him? Please remove Sharirika Manasika Roga as well as Dukkha or pain. This is the meaning of the first chaupai. That should be enough actually today. Nasai Roga Arai Sapira Japata Nirantara Anavtavira. Tomorrow we'll see the next one. संकटते हनुमान छुड़ावे. इतना आज एक काफी है. So let us now chant this mantra 11 times. Make it 108 by adding 97. Your target of whole Hanuman Chalisa is 1080. Let's start. Om Sri Hanumat Kripaya Paramatma Anubhav Siddhyartham Bhagavad Darshananugrah Praptyartham सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम समस्त सत्कर्मणाम दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री गोस्वामी तुलसीदास विरचिता श्री हनुमान चालीसा ग्रंथांतर्गत चौपाई मंत्र से जप पारायणम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम ओम नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. Done. We have learnt our beautiful, powerful sloka. Wherever you meet your dada, dadi, किसी भी पूरा हनुमान चालीसा they cannot chant, never mind. Tell them to chant this one chopai to be freed from the roga and पीड़ा. पीड़ा में pain. डेली आप लोग भी पढ़ना. जिंदगी भर पढ़ो इसको तो हनुमान कृपा से फिजिकल मेंटल डिसीज एंड पेन वोंट टच यू. Okay, thank you. Now, in today's common sense thought, little tough, it is subtler, but still we talk about it. What is that? Dekho, as much we are ignorant, others also are ignorant. As much we have weaknesses, others also have weaknesses. As much we have some compulsions, others also have so. As much we are inefficient, insufficient, ignorant in so many things, so too others are. Therefore, before reacting to anybody's anything doing, first to put yourself in their shoe, look from their standpoint, observe their standpoint. And then anybody does all these things ना, of troubling you, harming you and all, अब कब तक लड़ते रहोगे जनों लोगों से मन में खासकर. Just keep on loving, forgiving them, keep on continuously helping them. Therefore, tolerate them, forgive them, love them, serve them, and then just go on going in the life. Okay, so everybody have got their own knowledges and ignorances, everybody have their own limitations, and everybody has got their own pains in the life. जैसे आपको बहुत सारे दुख हैं उनको भी है, जैसे आपको बहुत इग्नोरेंस है मानते नहीं हो वो देख उनको भी है. Some weaknesses they also have, compulsions they have. Then what to do? Forgive them and move ahead. And this you have to learn from now only. डोंट थिंक दैट मैं बड़ा बनूंगा तब सीखूंगा. सीखना ही बड़ा बनना होता है. सीखने के लिए उम्र की जरूरत नहीं. जितना जल्दी सीखो उतना बड़ा बंदा बन जाओगे आप. So the most essential, very important, beautiful, common sense thought today. I am ignorant, others also bechare. I also have some wrong notions, tendencies, habits, they also have. I am also less fortunate, so they too are less fortunate. I am also, many places have less conveniences, more inconveniences, so too they are. Is it not? So ignorances, misfortunes, limitations, problems, pains. Just like I have ignorances, misfortunes, limitations, problems, and pains. Just like I have, others also have. Out of that, they are expressing whatever they are expressing. So that will definitely have different flavor. The non-flavor flavor, the bitter smell or taste will be there in their behavior. If you also react, then you're only adding to the negative. Therefore, be a person of common sense. Having understood this, forgive them, embrace them. This is what? Tolerate others, forgive others, love others, and keep on helping or serving others. Whatever they may be, especially your own near and dear ones. Parents ho, grandparents ho, brothers, sisters हो, children हो, your own neighbors हो, relatives हो, colleagues हो, ऐसे जो लोग हमारे चारों तरफ बहुत पास में रहते हैं ना, उसी क्षण good to forgive, best to forget, never bring that load of the dead gone practice of or experience of quarrel or fighting. At that time, he was Beowulf or I was Beowulf. More being a Beowulf than being a Beowulf at a time of doing Beowulf is remembering that Beowulf बाद में and continuing to suffer. Yesterday I was ignorant, immature, so I committed a mistake. Don't remember it today. क्षमा करो अपने आप को. So to the other fellow. Keep moving in life, focusing on what to do to achieve what. Not get distracted by these are distractions. Do you understand? In the mind, as much the desires are distractions, lusts and passions are distractions. So much distractions are these things of worries, anxieties, regrets. And I not able to forgive others, tolerate others, embrace others, move ahead. These are the rogue. So the common sense is that is what actually our Geetha also. Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna sukham vayadva dukkham. And the cause of it is this one. All are ignorant, all are insufficient, all are immature. They are learning only. We only overestimate them, and when they cannot come to our expectation, then instead of rectifying us, we blame them. Like I want you to come to regular to the class. That thing is good, okay, but I over expect you because you are students, you go to schools, colleges, so many things are there for you. I'm not the only speaker, there are thousands of great speakers in their language, expression, examples, subject, theme, they're all there. So you will go there obviously. If I don't know that and don't accept it, I only unnecessarily become miserable by expecting from you. Then I don't see you, I get disappointed. Then I become bitter towards you. In any other place also. So the common sense thought is just like I am everyone. Therefore, forgive, tolerate, love, embrace, and serve not good people. They're anyway good. Those who are seemingly not good. That fellow already did mistake. So he's in a regret or guilt. He'll become more angry, he'll become more cynical or reserved and then variety of personality. You just hug him and don't say अच्छा किया उसने चोरी करके. Don't do that nonsense again. First hug them, say never mind, let's not do it again. इस तरह. So main thought is what? Just like especially in your own family. I am telling your brothers, sisters, so to your friend circles. गलतियां करते हैं वो लोग. They are ignorant है. They are caught up somewhere like you. They don't have that maturity like you don't have. They have strong likes and dislikes and emotions like you have. They don't have the divine power like you don't. You are better, at least you are listening to Geetha. They don't even this one also. Never forgive, never accept, then tolerate. Love them, embrace them, serve them. Your own servants that are saying, चिल्लाते रहते हो. अरे वो सब टिक टाक करता है तो he will become a मालिक ना. Why will he be servant there? He's growing, he's evolving. And one other thing, in the common sense point, when you look at others doing something bad, even to you, instead of cursing them, fighting with them, if you can help them to come out of those negativities and become growing and positive, you are really highly matured person. उनको कहते हैं साधु. I gave you that example the other day. That sadhu was taking bath in that river or ocean. A crab was getting flown in the water. He just held it and brought it to Kinara. Again taking bath. Again it was going. Again he was with. 6-7 बार हो गया. इतने में उनके हाथ में every time when he was lifting the crab from it is getting lost in the flow, it was went on biting him. That biting became so much that it started bleeding only his hand. An onlooker like you and me, he saw it and he said, अरे यार वो इतना काट रहा है तुमको, that fellow is biting you so much, why are you saving it or helping it? Leave it, let it die its own death. Then he asked, what is the nature of a crab? Nature of a crab is to bite. Being a crab, if it is not leaving its nature, whether it's good or bad, how as a human being, and so too in the sadhu rupa, whose nature should be save others, self others, help others, how can I forget my nature? Am I worse than crab or what? It is doing its nature of knowingly or unknowingly biting or harming. So I being a sadhu, a human being, knowingly I have to help that. It should not die in front of me. Therefore, I have to save it. That's it. Now see, this is called sadhu gunam. Sadhu. Sadhu is the biggest thing to achieve. Sadhu is not dressed in sannyasi and all. ये सब फिर अलग साधनाएं होते हैं. Sadhu is a simple, sober, humble guy where he knows all are in their own limitations. If anybody does anything wrong, he just does forgiveness. And he loves them, embraces them, remains so untouched by them as if nothing has happened. He's a sadhu. Just like we listen to Geetha for 6 months, but nothing happens to us, no change. In that way, sadhu also never gets affected by anything. But they have misunderstood you, they talked negative about you somewhere else. अरे आई एम गुड और बैड नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव उनके कहने से थोड़ी होता है वो. इट इज इन माई हैंड्स. So yes, what they said is right. I am negative only, but not as much as they thought. Never mind. It's a hint Lord is giving to me through them to even drop his small negativity, become positive. By telling me I'm negative, by talking about me, they are remind me of my duty that I have to become good day by day, not eat good day, askirva chocolate and biscuit and sleep. This is what very important common sense thought. Don't add to your own burdens of the mind, pain. Already you have a lot of goals to achieve. Already you are suffering with your own inabilities, inefficiencies, insufficiencies, ignorances, immaturities. खुद के इतने हैं, and you add by not forgiving others, by minding others' mistakes, trying to retaliate or react. No good यार. काय की जरूरत है? The main basic thought is everyone is like us. Ignorant, inefficient, and all. They will just forgive, love, embrace, tolerate, and serve if possible. Common sense thought. How essential is this? Is it? Now let us see our Gita shloka for 10-15 minutes. Then tomorrow we'll meet again. The sixth chapter, shloka number 36. So 35 और 36 दोनों मिलकर हम करेंगे today. Yeah. And what is the topic under discussion? To achieve yoga sthiti, followed by it, apply that yoga sthiti achieved mind in the search of the self, discovering the self on the seat of meditation, knowing this self alone is everywhere, therefore having samatha towards anyone called as sama yoga or samya yoga. This is the ultimate goal to be reached by a yogi. First goal is to become a yogi. Second is using that yoga trained mind with a yoga sthiti, using it to know the self, the real self, which alone is there everywhere. And therefore, remaining in the samadhi sthiti. What is samasthiti? Atma upammena sarvatra. Just now, which we talked in common sense thought also. Atma upammena sarvatra samam pashyati. The one who is able to see everywhere equally like his own self. Sukham va yadiva dukkham. In sukha and dukkha. How I enjoy sukha, everybody enjoys sukha, therefore give them sukha. How I suffer dukkha, therefore others also suffer. Don't give them dukkha. And like we seek somebody to come and help us in removing the dukkha, anybody seen in dukkha, don't run away and say कि और कोई आकर करेंगे. खुद ही उनका दुख भी दूर करो. This is called as Sukambhayadvadukam. Sayogi Paramamata. This is the goal to be reached. And Arjuna, having heard that, he says, oh, it is good to listen, but impossible to practice. So, to this, Bhagavan said, what you said is right, sir, my dear Arjuna. That difficult to control the mind, difficult to make it yoga sthita, yoga ruda, difficult to use that mind to focus on self, difficult to discover self, difficult to see that self alone everywhere, and difficult to manage the samyavastha. It is difficult, but not impossible. Making the difficult things possible only a challenge in life. Is it not? Easy things तो कोई भी करेगा भाई, physical gross things. But the tough thing, when the going gets tougher, the tough gets going. The one who takes tougher jobs as challenges, is the real master of life. So Bhagavan gave two techniques. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Now this is the throughout life to be minded, to be understood, to be discussed, to be convinced and to be practiced subjects. Abhyasa or Vairagya. If these two are there, then we can do the control of the mind called as Yoga Sthiti, apply the mind on the self called Dhyana Sthiti, discover the self called as Anubhava Sthiti, see the same self everywhere, change of the Drishti Sthiti, therefore remain in the Samyavastha, the matured Sthiti finally. With Abhyasa and Vairagya. So that is a shloka Bhagavan says. And then next shloka says, if you don't do this, asamyatatmanaha, through the Abhyasa Vairagya, if you don't control your mind, asamyatatmana yoga dushprapaha, he cannot even become a yogi also. ये योगी ही नहीं बनेगा तो आत्मज्ञानी कैसा बनेगा वो? But Vashyatmana tu yatata, the one who through Abhyasa Vairagya drives the efforts, puts effort and brings his mind into his control. Vashyatmana tu yata shakyaha avaptam upayataha. Such person has got lot of upaya. If he follows that, he can really reach out to that stage. So this is the actual simple meaning. After chanting word by word meaning, sentence meaning, what we have to learn from it, we'll try to see. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Shashtodhyayah Atma Samyama Yogaha. Shri Bhagavan Panchatrimshati Shaktrimshati Tamau Shlokau. At a first yesterday's shloka, once we will chant. Or what we will do is second shloka four times we'll chant as a learning. Because the first one we did yesterday four times. Then together we will do them two times. Okay. The second shloka is what? असंयतात्मना योगः असंयतात्मना योगः असंयतात्मना योगः असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता वश्यात्मना तु यतता वश्यात्मना तु यतता वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः. Now both the shlokas two times. Very good. Together. Shri Bhagavan असंशयं महाबाहो मनोदुर्निग्रहं चलम् अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः. Again. Shri Bhagavan असंशयं महाबाहो मनोदुर्निग्रहं चलम् अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः. These are universal shlokas. They are applicable to any human being who has got head over his shoulders, entire universe, wherever he is, in whichever the language, caste, creed, religion, gender, nationality, financial position, educational situation, जो कोई भी अगर वो आदमी जिंदा है, even is a pajama. Anybody, for all of them, this shloka and its meaning is valid. For that matter, all our Hindu Sanatana Shastras, Geetha Adi Shastra, are addressed to the entire humanity. Like the physics, chemistry, are not for a particular individual. They are for all humanity. Is it not? इसे ऐसा कि ना कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इंडियन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अमेरिकन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऐसा नहीं होता हो. इट इज फॉर एवरीवन. एवरीबडी कैन हैंग एंड डाई. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सबके लिए हो सकता. सो टू शास्त्र ज्ञान स्पेशली सनातन धर्म इट्स बिकॉज इट इज इंटेलेक्चुअल कन्विक्शन देन द अथॉरिटी ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. इट्स नॉट अ कंपल्शन और कन्वर्शन. द अदर रिलीजन दे डू दैट. वी डोंट नीड टू दैट. दोज हु टॉक्स ट्रुथ, नो, इट एंड्स देयर. दे नीड नॉट कन्विंस. द अदर फेलो इफ हिज दिमाग है तो उसको मानेगा, नहीं तो उसको जबरदस्ती रो रो के उसको कंफ्यूज नहीं करना. You should not convert anyone. It is wrong. You can educate him, then he will understand the greatness of it. Our Hindu religion is like that, Sanatana Dharma. So in that, Geetha and all the Shastras. Now these two shlokas also. Okay, I'll tell you again the literal meaning of two shlokas and the total topic we just try to summarize today. Okay, what was Arjuna's question? The Samya Yoga which you taught is impossible because of the mana being chanchala, pramati, balavat, trudham. Therefore, to control the mind and bring it to yoga sthiti, then apply it for the atma sthiti and discover that atma everywhere, thus remain in samya avastha, is difficult to me than controlling the winds. भगवान इमीडिएटली शुड नॉट से नो नो क्या कह रहे हो तुमको करना चाहिए हिम्मत करके ऐसे कैसे तुम कहते हो नो व्हेन थिंग्स आर डिफिकल्ट यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दैट डिफिकल्ट लाइक you are coming regularly to class is so difficult for your both the outer reasons of your studies and all your inner reason of the mind cooperate sometimes not. If I am an acharya I must accept it. I should not fight with you or trouble you in that way, but I can tell बेटा ऐसी बात है इसका इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नॉलेज है इसी उम्र में तुम सीखोगे लाइफ लॉन्ग इट हेल्प्स यू यू ट्राई I agree with your problems, your weaknesses. I can feel them. I know them. I sympathize with you. I love you. I'm there for you to help you in your growth of wisdom and using it. If this way I approach you, you just listen what I say and whatever I say is for your own betterment. मेरे को क्या मिलने वाला if you grow? Same way, Bhagavan doesn't want to fight with Arjuna. The way he says, Asamshayam, Samshaya Rahitam, there's no doubt. Hey Mahabaho, a mighty armed Arjuna, Manaha Dur Nigraham Chalam. Mana being Chalam, Chanchalam, Dur Nigraham, Dukkena Nigraham. To control it is such a tedious task. You know, the tedious task. But in the tedious only there are three things. TDIOUS TDS, but I talk it as TDS. T means thinking, the Jnana Marga. D means devotion, the Bhakti Marga. S means service, the Karma Yoga. If you do these three, the all tediousnesses go away. Mind can come into control, by the way. So come to the topic here. So, Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam. Bhagavan says, you are right. From many lives, the mind through the senses and with its own capacity and also because of inner vasanas trained itself to be so powerful in its whims and fancies and fantasies and imaginations and projections and so much of it is so wind like running one place to another. It is difficult to control. I know that. But it is not impossible. And visualize that vision ultimate of samya sthiti, looking at that goal, inspiring from that goal, not perspiring. How to achieve that goal? I will achieve that goal with this inspiration. You ask how to do. Don't say that it is impossible for me to do, therefore I will not do. That's a pessimist's approach. It is not an optimist. Optimist looks at the goal and with awe and veneration of the sublimity of that goal, he'll question how to achieve it. Not he says it's a difficult thing, therefore I'll give it up. Then he's a running away brand person. He's an escapist only. Spirituality or the life is not for the escapists, It's for those who take it as challenge, then pour out their abilities to make it possible. Therefore, having agreed to Bhagavan's words or Arjuna's words, Asamshayam Mahabaho, Mano Dur Nigram Chalam, now he is telling, Hey Kaunteya, Hey Kunti, trust each other. So all that he says in word Kaunteya. There are two techniques by which the mind can be brought into control. Those two techniques are called Abhyasena tu kaunteya Vairagyena cha gruhyate. 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 Hey kaunteya, tu means possible. And what is possible? Grhyate. The mind can be held into your control. And doing what with the controlled mind? You reach to the yoga sthiti, apply it for the atma sthiti, discover and establish the atma, see that atma alone everywhere, thus live a life of samyavastha. For all of that, final goal is to live life of samyavastha. Before that is discovering the self in all. Before that, discovering our own essential self. Before that, focusing our mind to the self. Before that, that mind is brought into yoga sthiti. So the first step is bringing the mind to yoga sthiti. then using it for discovering our own real inner self, then seeing that self alone everywhere. Therefore, maintaining the samya sthiti all the time of sukha or dukkha. So, others dukkha, my dukkha, same. I don't want dukkha, so I don't should not have others also having dukkha, remove their dukkha. I want sukha, others also want sukha. Therefore, I try to give sukha to others. So all these can be achieved with a abhyasena su kaunta vairagana grihyate. When you do the grahanam, control of the mind. And what are these two sadhanas? Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa means nirantara practice. Then you all know that 3 months you are out of a cricket match. All the practice is not done. Then you'll be confused to face a spinner, fast bowler, googly fellow, koi bhi, first ball out. You are seeing the IPL. All these, how many matches happened? First day one, yesterday two, 3 matches have happened. प्रैक्टिस जिनको नहीं है तो धड़ 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 आउट हो गए वो लोग. Is it not a medical doctor? प्रैक्टिस छोड़ दिया 6 महीने, आफ्टर दैट यू टेल हिम टू होल्ड स्टेथोस्कोप और सिरेंज, वो मुश्किल होता है उनको. Is it a driving person? After 2 3 5 years he keeps a driver, then बाद में उनको सडनली कोई ड्राइव करने का मन लगे उसे, वो कंफ्यूज होते हैं फर्स्ट सम टाइम. So everybody need to start practicing, continue practicing, then only that's a master, like type. If you practice every day, you are a master of it. Swimming, master of it. So this is called abhyasa. So what is the abhyasa here? I told you yesterday, sthitau yatnaha abhyasa. Tatra sthitau yatnaha abhyasa. ओके, रिमेंबर, उत्साह के साथ सारे शक्तियां रखकर यूज करके मन को शांत एकाग्र सत्व स्थिति में रखने का प्रयत्न, चाहे उसको जप करो, उपासना कहो, पूजा कहो, भजन करो, कीर्तन करो, ऑल दैट इज अभ्यास. So in abhyasa, how many things are there? First, mind. Second, a particular type of practice is given to mind. Third, that practice is practiced by the mind. Fourth, through that, the mind has come into control. So my mind. So I have taken the practice, let us say, of chanting Veda mantras. Okay. And I am going on doing the Veda mantra chanting by applying the mind with the goal of the mind to be in my control. This is called abhyas. Tatra means in the chosen practice. Sthitau yatnaha, the effort done to stabilize it is called as abhyasa. Okay? The mana with kama krodhadi are rajasika. You can't control it. Mana with tamaguna nidra also cannot be controlled. A mind which is in sattva can be better controlled than the other two. Therefore, do the abhyasa of those things by which mind remains in sattva all the time. That you can do. In simple words, just keep on doing the breath control or breath observation practices, looking at the lamp wala practices, or chanting japa, which I recommend. Other things I don't do. I do only japa. I do some of the chantings continuously, and chanting continuously with the purpose of controlling mind. Not that you are chanting and you are eating, you are watching cell phone, you are looking at TV, then you are cheating yourself. You are not doing sadhana. You are just insulting sadhana, passing your time and wasting your opportunity. Our abhyasa is practice. Asa means to stay. Abhi means bar bar. Abhyasa means repeatedly doing the same thing. So doing japa is japa abhyas. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, daily Gayatri Mantra Ucharana Abhyas. Daily your own Ishta Devata, Kula Devata, Upasana Abhyas. Daily Yajna doing Abhyas. वेद मंत्रों को पढ़ने का अभ्यास, इन्हीं अदर पौराणिक मंत्रों का अभ्यास, इवनिंग भजन कीर्तन का अभ्यास, listening to Bhagavata Katha so that you know the glory of great devotees, abhyas. Without doing abhyasa of this type, mind can never be under your control. And our problem is what? We never did any of these, and we did opposite of it by giving value importance to so many things and beings, because of which mind has become so undisturbedly running everywhere. And now we say, "मेरे mind control में नहीं आता." उसके लिए आंसर कह रहे अभ्यास करो. बट व्हाट हेल्प्स द अभ्यास to be effectively done, to be effectively done and reach the purpose for which it is done? Vairagya. And these two are complementary to each other. The Vairagya means, as I gave you the example of marbles yesterday, that at the age of 20, you throw the marbles of which you had so much fond attachment at the age of 7, 8. Because you have grown out of those things, aiming at something higher. Okay, for the sake of reaching or achieving higher things, when the lower things are given up willingly, joyfully, without remorses or regrets or the feelings, यार मैंने क्यों छोड़ दिया, that's called vairagya. That is a healthy thing. Not knowing this correct definition of vairagya, generally people, because some problem which they can't solve, they run away from the life and its challenges, they call their vairagi. अरे बेवकूफ, बैरागी भागने वाला बैरागी नहीं होता. दैट बैरागी वर्ड केम फ्रॉम वैरागी. वैरागी इज द वन हु गॉट विराग विद द्वेष. द्वेष राग रहित स्थिति इज वैरागी. So my mind is calm and quiet. Nothing I am attached to, nothing I am averse to. Therefore, the presence and absence of anything and being is not disturbing me. How do you so, sir? Because my goal is something higher. The bestest example is Lakshmanaji. In these 14 years when he was with Rama, he might have seen so many rivers, so many forests, so many beautiful fruits, the animals, beautiful weather, everything. Na? But he has never, not only, he has not even noticed them. Forget about desiring them and having liking for them. Raga or Dvesh. Why is it so? He was just so busy in serving Ram. राम भगवान को सेवा करना है नामक एक लक्ष्य के कारण लक्ष्मण जी never looked at anything in this 14 years of time for involving in it. That's called Vairagya. Like you are in Vairagya now, that to listen to Geetha, you have given up everything else because you have matured enough to know the value of this Geetha Jnanam in your life. At this time you can do many things. You can eat, you can sleep, you can talk, you can watch TV. इतना सारे भोग कर सकते हो. वो क्यों छोड़ा? क्योंकि आपको इस सत्संग पे वैल्यू है. And you have done it by your choice. You are not put in a jail or ऐसा कोई जबरदस्ती थोड़ी कि आपको धमकी दी, if you don't come to class ये होगा. This is vairagya. You are vairagya. You are practical vairagya now. In the same way during the exams, nobody tells if you are matured. And अभी टेलीफोन वगैरह कुछ मत, अभी मैं तो बस घूमने नहीं जाऊंगा, अब मुझे पढ़ना है. I have to get the seat. Who told you? Nobody. World vairagya. Like these examples, in the same way, there's nothing greater achievement than achieving the yoga sthiti of the mind. Knowing this fact, to achieve the yoga sthiti mind, whatever the things and beings in the world, more not the things beings, but our attachments and aversion to the world, aversion means hatreds, which are obstructions for this yoga sthiti of the mind, we should have the guts abilities to just kick them away, give them up. That's called as vairagya. It comes out of viveka, it comes out of wisdom, it comes out of your own higher pursuit and goal. Like if my goal is to remain healthy and I am diabetic patient, then to make my health continue good state, the diabetes causing all the sweets, I should have a healthy acceptance of vairagya toward them. Because I don't want them. If you don't have that, मेरे को इतने उम्र में क्यों शुगर आ गया, मतलब दूसरों का आना चाहिए था. अब मैं क्या करूं? 1 year very disciplined, और धीरे आदत हो जाता है. एक दो को पूछा, दे आर सीजन्ड डायबिटिक पेशेंट्स ऑफ 20 years, वो कहते रहे क्या है, मैं हर दिन 3-4 दिन जाता हूँ, दबा के खाता हूँ, डबल इंसुलिन लेता हूँ. So that roga, that fellow gives this fellow, he also start doing that. You know, to keep up the health, that life's quota of sugar you have eaten, therefore you stop it. If you have vairagya, when will you have the vairagya? When you love your health. More than your health, if you love the bhoga of the sweets, these type of perversions will happen. मैं एक्स्ट्रा इंसुलिन लूंगा या और वो दूसरा चीज छोड़ दूंगा. These are all mental tensions only, no? And you can't do that, and you eat this also, that also, then it shoots up and then all complications. One example I am giving. In the same way, if you seek the mental health of the yoga, all the ill health causing raga, attachment, dvesha to everything, just to nip them at the butt level and throw them away. This is called as vairagya. Vairagya is a maturity. Vairagya is a knowledge. Vairagya is a wisdom. Is it not? I'm aiming at the higher one. Therefore, I'll give up lower. What is the difficulty in that? Without this majority, out of some compulsion, some show offness, because something I can't do as a name of pretext of escapism, you do vairagya, it's not permanent one. Such fellow, the mocha milte hi, then again he jumps back into his old habits. So, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyana cha grahyate. And please remember these two things right now onwards throughout life. Little you start practicing. Abhyas karo, taking up some or the other japa or chanting, and always while doing it, focus your attention in the thing which you are doing for the purpose of not to do the purpose is not doing the thing, but through that means of doing that thing, we are making our mind come into our control. ओके सो योग का अभ्यास करने से योगाभ्यास होगा एनीथिंग विच इज डिस्टर्बिंग इट उसका वैराग्य करने से भी योग स्थिति यू कैन अचीव एंड द सीक्वेंस आर व्हाट द yogarudha sthiti of absolutely controlling the mind, using that mind to focus on the self inside, discovering and abidance in the self, and seeing the same self in everyone, everything and being. Therefore atma upamena sarvatra samam pashyati, the samya avastha. Sukham va yadi va dukkham. My dukkha, others' dukkha are same. I don't want dukkha, therefore not only I don't give dukkha to others, I'll remove others' dukkha. So to my sukha, other sukha are same. Not only I give my sukha to them, but I will increase their own sukha. Tava dukha dukhi sukurpa niketa tava sukhi. In that, tasmin tat sukha sukhitvam. The Gopikas in that Bhagavat say they are happy in the happiness of Krishna. Krishna also is happy in their happiness. Yoga sthiti. Saumya sthiti, sorry. Sukham vaya divayukam sayogi paramo mata. Okay? Having said so, Bhagavan is little strengthening this shloka. These two things in the next shloka. He says, asamyatatmanaha yogaha dushprapaha iti me matihi. Hey Arjuna, my conviction is this. I can only tell my conviction to you. I cannot force my conviction to be your conviction. It is your choice. If you respect me, my wisdom, it may help you to accept my conviction as yours. But I will not rub it on your head. But I will convey it to you. What is that? Iti me matihi. This is what is my nischaya. What is that? Asamyata atmanaha. The one who has not controlled his mind with abhyasa and vairagya, yogaha dushprapaha. You will not achieve the yoga rudha sthiti, nor you will be able to focus on the self, nor you will discover, nor you will win samasthiti. Or also through yoga rudha sthiti, we can achieve all our worldly goals also. So that yoga of achieving the worldly goals also is not possible for the one who has not become samyata atma, not control his mind through abhyasa and vairagya. But on the contrary, vashyatmana tu yatata. If somebody through yatna has brought his mind into control, what is yatna? Abhyasa vairagya ka. Shakya avaptum upayataha. With these two as upaya, he can reach to the yoga rudha sthiti. Then slowly, step by step, he can even come to the samya avastha sthiti. In that samya avastha, he is not seeing difference between him and others. Whether it's me or others, it is only the question of removal of the cause of dukkha along with dukkha and adding to the cause of dukkha, sukha to me or others. बस. So मेरा सुख मेरा दुख देखा नहीं जाता वहाँ, बस दुख एंड सुख देखा जाता है. जिसका भी दुख है उसको निकालना, जो भी है उसको सुख देना. It is a very highest level of yogis, spiritually evolved giant person's attitude it is. I'm just conveying to you in short. So this is how the first loka says, Arjuna, you are right. Difficult to control mind because very virulent and disturbed. But it is not impossible. It can be made possible. There are two payas, Abhyasa and Vairagya. With these two, you can really bring mind to Yogarudha Sthiti, Atma Anveshana Sthiti, Atma Anubhav Sthiti, Atma Sthiti. Then Atma alone is everywhere. That's called Sarvatma Sthiti in Vedanta. You will have Sarvatma Sthiti, after that, Samatva Sthiti. And if you don't do this control of mind through Abhyasa Vairagya, never ever you achieve all this. But Vashyatmana tu yatata, you bring the mind to your Vasha by this Yatna Abhyasa Vairagya, then you can achieve the Yoga Rudha Sthiti, the subsequent sthitis. There is no doubt at all. So therefore, from this age onwards, don't be careless, negligent, reckless, especially about your own mind. Always keep it in a healthy mood of Abhyasa, something others going on doing to bring into that yoga or sthiti of single pointedness and purity. So to keep on checking the mind for it's any of the raga dvesha, don't allow them to grow, maintain the vairagya sthiti. In this way, you can try and you can reach to yoga roda sthiti and subsequent steps also. Okay, thank you. Om Sri Bhagavanuvacha Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Gruhyate Asamyatatmana Yoga Dushprapa iti me mati Vashyatmana tu yatata Shakyo vaptumupayatah असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः असंशयं महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहं चलम् अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो vaptumupayatah. This is what is the Geetha shlokas and Hanumanji's Nasairogaharai sabapira japata nirantara hanumata bira Nasairogaharai sabapira japata nirantara hanumata bira Nasairogaharai sabapira japata nirantara hanumata bira. And also common sense thought is like we are others, ignorant, some are the other compulsions, weaknesses, immaturities. They are also going through some scarcities, lacuna, and going through their own subjective, personal, inexplicable dukkha or pain. Therefore, tolerate them, forgive them, love them, embrace them, serve them, and thus help yourself, help them. Don't try to change everybody overnight without changing yourself. All that is not practical. You can't make small things issues as a big issues and make life itself is suffering, holding always a tissue paper in the hand. That's not wise or maturity. Thank you. God bless you all. Om दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत ओम शांति 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 ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. Thank you one and all. God bless you all.